Hi, everybody. Welcome to She Journeys with Him podcast. I'm Silva Kujakin, your host, and today's episode is extra special for me because I have my very own son with me, Arthur.
Hey, Mom.
We're so excited to be doing this together.
Yeah.
He's super excited. Okay, so what I told Arthur to do is write 5 questions, but I believe you have a few more for
I
me.
have no, you said 6, but
Oh, I said 6.
I did 12.
Oh, he has 12 questions that he wants to ask me.
Okay.
I have no idea what he will be asking me, but
Yeah.
I'm ready for you, Arthur.
Okay. How many times do you post in She Journeys with Him?
Ooh, is that the magic question? How many times? Okay, I love this question because there isn't any specific time that there isn't any specific number of times that I post, but actually I follow the Holy Spirit. So if the Holy Spirit tells me post 1 time, post 2 times, or post at this time, I just follow the Holy Spirit. I just follow what he tells me to do. I follow his still voice. You know, when we hear the Holy Spirit, he speaks to us. Yeah. Have you ever experienced that when Holy Spirit speaks to you?
Yeah, I have, yes.
Yeah. And then we have to obey him, and and then it's better than we think. The outcome is always better than we think. Yeah. Do you remember a time where you listened to the Holy Spirit?
A lot of times, but I remember in church, he told me something and he told me to do something and I did it and I thought it was a little bit unfair and I told him and it felt so much better.
Oh, okay. So he told you to do something, and for you, that was hard to do because you felt like it was unfair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you did it. And then what you said, you felt so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's actually pretty powerful. Sometimes that the Holy Spirit tells us to do things that we feel it's unfair or we feel that's hard to do. But when we obey him, the outcome is so much more than what we could ever imagine. And you felt better, you said. That's pretty cool. I love that story.
Okay.
I love that. Okay, I'm ready for question number 2.
Okay. How did you come up with the idea She Journeys?
Oh, okay. So She Journeys with Him was birthed out of a vision God gave me. So, but it was really inspired by the healing testimony of your life. The healing testimony of your life, how God healed you. It really inspired me that, there's so much more to what my eyes see and so much more to what my ears hear. And when God healed you, which I have shared in my first episode, how God spoke to me, and it really has propelled my faith to know that there's so much more that God can do. There's so much more to who God is. And I just believed, I just felt like the Holy Spirit was confined in the 4 walls of the church and my little perfect house that I had created too. But God is so much more. There's so much wonder to God. And so when he healed you, it opened up my eyes to dig more. It opened up my eyes to pursue him more, to want to know him more, to want to be with him. And when that happened, he gave me a vision of She Journeys with Him. And in the vision, it was this girl walking, and in the vision, it was this girl going up and down the mountains, encountering the Lord. And at the end of it, God's like, I want you to lead other women through this encounter where they get healed, restored, and whole, and for them to know my design and destiny that I have, and for them to know their purpose and their calling in me. And so that's what inspired me. She Journeys was birthed. How does that make you feel? That when that happened, when you were little, you probably don't remember much. Mm-hmm. You probably don't remember much because you were like 2 months old. And now, how old are you now?
I am 10.
10, yes. Yeah. You don't remember much, but how does that make you feel knowing that, wow, that's your testimony, that God healed you when you were young?
I'm surprised.
You were surprised?
I never knew that.
You're surprised?
Yeah.
Why are you surprised?
because I never knew She Journeys was.
Oh, you never knew She Journeys with Him was birthed out
Yeah.
of that testimony. Oh, yeah, of course. That phase of my life really challenged me to grow in my faith, And so, how does that make you feel knowing that Jesus healed you?
A lot of things, like
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
like everything good, like joyful, and a lot
Yeah.
of stuff.
Does that bring you closer to Jesus?
Yes.
It does. You're so thankful that He healed you and He's with you. And then, like, what does Jesus mean to you?
Jesus means a lot to me. He's like everything. He means a lot, like everything to me.
Yeah. And you're learning more and more about Him. You learn Him in school, in church, in chapel, and the day-to-day life, right? In our day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sensing Him right now?
Yeah.
You are? Yeah. Okay. All right. Should we go on for our next question? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What do you do when I'm not around?
Those are good questions. What do I do when you're not around? That's too mundane. Okay. Well, when you're not around, mom's just doing her day-to-day things, working, chores, at home stuff, preparing for you guys to come home, you and Serena to come home, and just thinking and planning ahead. That's what mom does. Also, super important, mom takes care of herself. Mom tries her best to be as healthy as she could be and energized. So then when you guys come home, you guys have my full attention and we're eating healthy meals and we are doing our best to be together as a whole. Yeah. What do you do when mom's not around?
I go to school, and then I just do homework and stuff there.
You do homework?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you enjoying school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. After so many years, why do you do She Journeys? After so many years,
Why do I do She Journeys after
Yeah.
so many years?
Yeah.
Because I have such a passion to help women in their identity. I have a passion to help women discovering who they are, equipping them, inspiring them, encouraging them, and helping them in their walk with Jesus. I absolutely love Jesus and I want everybody to know Him. So, whichever way I could help, encourage, inspire is what I'm most passionate about and what has fueled me to continue doing She Journeys with Him. Yeah, that's what my heartbeat is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel knowing that mommy loves doing these things? When you look at mom, you're like, oh, my mommy loves doing these things. How does that make you feel?
I want to try doing it.
What is it?
I want to try doing it.
Oh, you feel inspired and encouraged. You saying, I want to try doing it. Oh, I love that. Or do you have any ideas on what you would love to do?
Oh no, I want to do it. I just want.
Yeah. And I've seen you do it. You're such an encourager yourself. Like if we go out on the mission field or when we're out and about and you see someone, you want to share the gospel with them and you want to pray for them. Is there one favorite story that you'd love to share?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
So I think we were somewhere but I was just talking and I felt like someone should be under a bridge, like under a bridge, and then there's a man that needs help. So I told somebody, and Jesus told somebody that he shouldn't be here. He should be helping that man under the bridge. So he goes there, and he helps him, and then he comes back, and he was like, "You are correct. I needed to help. I needed to help him."
Yes, I remember that story. That was the story when I was speaking, and you came with me and you said, Mom, I have something to share. Can I share this with the people that are hearing you speak? And you basically said, hey, there's someone here that should not be in this room, but there is, if I could recall, but they need to be somewhere else. And then immediately there was a guy that stood up and left. And then afterwards, he found us and he basically said that when you said there's someone that needs to leave this room, God gave him a vision of a homeless man, or God gave him a vision of a man under a bridge, a homeless man, and he went there, and God had given him even like how his face looked like and what he was wearing, and it was exact same, like it was exactly that person, and he got to share the love of Jesus. And he was like, thank you so much for saying that, because it really encouraged me to go and be the hands and feet of Jesus. So that's your favorite story. Oh, yeah. I love that. I love that one too. So many. Do you have another one?
No, I think that was like my favorite one.
That's your ultimate favorite one.
Okay. Time for the second one.
Yeah.
What did you like to do when you were little?
Oh, when I was little, I loved to use my imagination and play with my imagination. I just loved creating worlds and creating just characters and spaces. And I would love to create. Yeah, I the first thing that comes into my mind is just my big imagination. I would pretend I was a teacher, and I would put my dolls up and I would pretend I was speaking to them. And there was a lot of things that I would pretend. I think that was my favorite thing, is just being very big on dreaming and like just using my imagination and creating the worlds and spaces that I wanted to be in. That was my favorite thing. Favorite thing. Yeah. Can you relate to that?
Yeah, I can. I usually use my imagination to do all this stuff. Like, I've once made a car where I use my feet just to move around. I just take a box and put some wheels under it, and then I sit down in the box, and then I put holes so I could push it around for my hands. Like, just go on the ground and push it everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagination, and like and then after, for like a lot of stuff, like I usually play like spaceship guy. I'm going in the spaceship, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after I got some more, but yeah.
Do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
I think I want to be a singer or a dancer or an actor. I have like 3 things on me.
Singer, dancer, or an actor?
Yeah.
Are you set on it, or you're still trying to figure out what the Lord has called you to?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Yeah. You're good at all 3 of those. Yeah? You have another question?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. You're ready. He's like, I'm ready.
What's your favorite thing about being a mom?
What's my favorite thing about being a mom? My goodness, there's so many things. I love being a mom. It's my ultimate favorite thing, being a mom. There's so many parts of it. First, being able to love and demonstrate the love of Jesus to my kids, care for them, love them, hug them, and be with them. It's something that you can't fully explain. And motherhood is such a beautiful thing to be in, and you can't put words to it. There's so many facets to it, but ultimately also, I think being a mom demonstrates so much of who Jesus is, and it just brings me closer to him and brings me closer to you guys, and loving on you even more. And so that's my ultimate favorite thing, that being a mom actually is a demonstration of the gospel of Jesus. And my favorite thing about being your mom is I get to love you and lead you and hug you, and I get to know you even more, because how I see things is like God gave me a little gift. And so when you were born, like I unwrapped the gift and I'm like, oh, it's a boy. Who is this little boy? What is this gift? And all the years that go by, I get to know you even more. I'm like, oh, he's funny. Oh, he has a sense of humor. Oh, he's smart. Oh, he's bold. Oh, he's courageous. All of those things. And so that's been one of my favorite things, is discovering who you are. And you're turning it, you're still growing and getting to know you and yourself and all of those things. But I'm like, that's my favorite thing, is discovering who you are and how God has made you to be and created you to be. And I'll always be here to encourage you and push you on. Me and Daddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions?
I have a lot more.
Oh my goodness, a lot more.
Should I just do the best one? Or...
No, continue. You're doing good.
What was one thing you wish you knew when you were little?
That your biggest dream is not your biggest dream.
What?
All right, so what I mean by that is what you yourself could dream, actually God has so much more for you. So my biggest dream is not my biggest dream until God is in it. So you need God in the big dream to pursue your big dream. And so I think as a little girl, I was maybe dreaming too small, and I felt that was unreachable. I felt that I could only do this because this makes sense. But now I know that nothing is impossible. Actually, the biggest dream I could dream of is not even the big dream, because God has so much more for me. That, and also another thing, that I don't need to wait to be fully confident and not feel afraid. I could do it feeling afraid that God is with me and he gives me the courage and the boldness, and I don't have to have it all figured out. All he wants me to do is be obedient and do the first thing that he's told me to do. So those are my two things. Have you experienced that?
No. I just felt like I could do anything because you have told me to, and Jesus has told me to. You guys have inspired me and stuff and all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. So we tell you you could do anything you put your mind to. So that has been your base, because now mommy knows. And so mom's like, oh, this has to be your base. You have to know that you can do anything you put your mind to. Nothing is impossible with God. And he's given you a dream, then he will make way. You don't have to figure out how to do it. All you need to do is be obedient to what he says, and he will make way. So, yeah, well, we're so glad that you've been inspired and encouraged by that.
Okay, on to the next question.
Okay, let's do the next question.
Okay. When you're little, did you stare into the fire for hours?
I think I probably have done that, yes. I probably stared into the fire a few, yeah.
I sometimes think there's little tiny people. They're like...
The fire feels like little tiny people dancing.
Yeah. You're like... Cha-cha-cha-cha.
I love that, yeah. It looks like tiny people dancing. I agree with you. Yeah. I probably have done it a few times. Yes. Yeah. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Did you like reading books when you were little?
Absolutely. I've loved reading books since I was young. I still love reading books. And you love reading books?
Yeah, I love them.
We both love reading books. I mean, tell me, isn't it your favorite when it's like, go for it?
Like, it's a movie, basically. It's like you don't need a TV.
No, because the movie plays in your head.
Yeah. It's like they're talking and you just make their sounds and stuff. Or you can just control the sound and stuff instead of like...
Yeah. And also, I mean, my favorite thing is to find the best library in town or wherever we're visiting, the most beautiful big library.
The biggest one.
And go there and find a book and just sit and read.
for hours and
For
hours
hours
and
and
hours.
hours and hours. Yes. And also when it's rainy, you just cuddle with blankets,
Hot cocoa.
hot cocoa, and a nice book.
And then
Yeah.
just read there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So,
is that your
that's
favorite
like my
thing?
favorite, yeah.
Mine too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with marshmallows.
In the hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have coffee.
No, but at least you have to have marshmallows, right?
In the coffee?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't
Yeah.
think I could do
You should.
marshmallows. Okay. Maybe I'll try it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question.
Did you set goals when you were younger?
I did, yes. I was very much goal oriented when I was younger, whether I wanted to achieve something in school or, sports and stuff. I was very goal oriented. I still am very goal oriented. I need to have a vision and know what are the steps I need to take to get there. And so it was very important for me to chunk it, This is step 1, step 2, step 3, and to do it so I could reach my goal. And so, yes, I was very much goal oriented when I was younger, and it was an important part of my life. Do you feel like that's something that you have or you're working on? Do you feel like you're very goal oriented?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it, yeah.
It's like you want something, but then after you want something bigger, and then after you're trying to figure out which one, and you're like, my goal is to get that much money, and then you're like, but I want to get that too, and like,
yeah, you're learning like self-control, and you're learning what's important, what's a priority, what's not a priority. You're learning all these things. Yeah, it's important to know, which is important. Like it's important to know what is a priority and what's not a priority. But you know who could help?
Jesus.
Holy Spirit. Yes, Jesus helps you throughout. He's the best guidance that we ever need.
He's like a guidebook.
He's a guidebook.
He has all the answers.
He does have all the answers. Yes. Yeah. What is one goal you wanna do this year?
This year?
Yes.
I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say, if you have a goal, what would it be?
Oh, you were gonna ask me that question.
And I want you to ask me that question.
Okay, well you go first.
So my goal would be get $1 billion.
Okay.
A Lamborghini.
Whoa. Okay.
And a mansion.
Wow.
And
wow.
Kids and wife.
Kids and wife?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet. I'm sure your wife's gonna be very happy. That's really great. So, $1 billion, $1 billion, or $1 billion?
$1 billion.
Okay.
Z.
Billions and a mansion and a Lamborghini, a wife and kids.
Yeah.
And your life will be set.
No. I'm gonna need more, and I'm gonna need to spend time with Jesus.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to see what's my dream. I see
to pursue your dreams.
Yeah.
There's a lot for you to figure out, huh? A lot for you. First, you have to figure out how to make $1 billion, then how to get the mansion, how to get your car, how to get the girl, kids, life. So much on, huh? Are you excited for your life ahead?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, one of my goals is to get $1 billion. No. One of my goals is, let me see. Goals would be to write a book. Is to write a book, yes. So that's one of my goals.
Okay.
One of my goals.
One. What's the other one?
No, I'm just saying one.
Okay, then on to the next question.
On to the next question.
Okay.
All right.
So, do you like people?
I do love people. Why are you laughing?
Because
Of course I love people. I do love people. I am an introvert. I need my time alone with the Lord. And then I'm an extrovert. But I love people. Of course I love people. Yeah. How about you?
I like people too.
You love people.
Yeah.
Like you're not an introvert. You get your energy to being around people. Yeah.
Like when I'm not, I'm like,
when you're around them. Yeah, you always want to be with your sister, Serena.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love that about you. I love that you are such an extrovert and you love to be around people and you love really, really well. You love people really well. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that your questions?
That's
Okay.
all.
I have questions for you
How
now.
many questions?
Okay, so this is a little game.
Ooh.
Okay. So this game consists of you finishing the sentence.
Okay.
Okay. Now make sure that you pause, reflect,
Okay.
and finish the sentence.
Got it.
All right?
Got
Okay.
it.
Let me grab my phone.
It's time for the play games.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
You can't teach an old dog
Without Jesus.
without Jesus. Okay. When the going gets tough,
Keep going. Just keep.
it's good. Yeah.
Just keep on going. You don't give up.
That's good. All right. Don't judge a book
Without its cover? Was it with? Don't judge a book with the. Don't.
or just say what you feel like saying.
That don't judge a book without. This is hard. I think you're doing like a riddle thing. I don't know.
You just have to finish the sentence.
Don't judge a book. Don't judge a book.
There's no right or wrong answer.
Well, there's the cover basically. Don't judge it. Don't judge about.
What does that mean?
Like, don't. If you look at the cover, then
Yeah.
it's like it might be. You're like, this is the baby's book. You open it, you like it.
Yeah, okay. All right. When in Rome,
I don't know. Just enjoy your life.
don't put all your eggs.
In the toaster.
Okay. Out of sight, out of
Mind.
okay. Two wrongs don't
Make a right. That was an easy one. I see what you're trying to do. It's like
a picture is worth
infinite dollars.
the things in life
Aren't free. Only Jesus is love, and He's free.
Maybe we should spend some time for you to preach the word. No. The grass is greener.
On the other side.
What does that mean?
It's so you have to just keep moving on, and it'll get better. If like there's some problem you're having, just keep moving on, or to go to Jesus, and it's greener on the other side. Better on the other side. Something, yeah. Okay, next.
Don't cry over.
Jesus. Don't cry over. I'm just kidding. No. Don't cry over.
First thing that comes into your mind. Don't cry over
Books.
books
Because they're super good. I like them.
because they're good. You
Yeah.
love that. All right. Okay. Well, that was my last one. Did you enjoy my game?
Yes. So like I feel like don't judge a book by its cover. Was it that one?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
I mean, there isn't really right or wrong answer. We just wanted to hear what you had
That
to
was
say.
like a riddle thing.
It could be a little bit
Was
of
it
a
like
riddle.
is it those things where they're like tiny words but they're wise words? Wiser.
Talking about wise words. Do you want to leave with some encouragement or something wise to say to our listeners?
Okay, whatever you do, don't give up and keep going and follow your dreams and make sure that you actually do it, or else what's the point? And what's the point of you not following your dreams when you're not doing stuff you don't like? When you're not doing stuff that you like? Not doing stuff that you don't like. And like, yeah. So make sure you don't just give up and just keep going. Okay, yeah.
That's really good. Very, very encouraging. Well, thank you, Arthur, for being here with mommy. I hope you have enjoyed yourself.
Did.
You did. I had so much fun. We should do this again.
Yeah.
Should we?
Yes.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.